Hey guys, ZackstaDaxta here. So this chapter had as many twists as a puffy Cheeto, with people dropping like flies. Hack's pupils have left his eyes and blood's flying everywhere, so you know he's down. Bartolomeo took him down with ease, but he did apparently take down a vice admiral with his introduction, which did make me a little sad, because I hope vice admirals are thoroughly explored and used in the New World. The announcer just cannot handle this. He's like the opposite of that racist crowd at Saudi and just wanted that beautiful fish to just gracefully tile fist everybody out of the ring with his long hair flowing. And he breaks his announcer's integrity for a bit. Right off the bat, you get some unexpected developments. First off, it seems that Dagama has enlisted Blue Gilly under his wing for the moment, when earlier Blue Gilly was smashing his men's heads in with athletic fervor. Now, he's gonna be doing that to more contestants. I hope he doesn't get a cramp. I don't think anyone could have really seen this coming because it's a strange development more than anything. But despite all he's showed us so far, it's Ricky who gets first blood taken by Blue Gilly under his new temporary alliance with Dagama. This is one of those times where I just let Oda take the wheel because I have no idea where he's going with this, but I trust him. Ricky has a dull blade, he hates Don Flamingo, and is the second gladiator to bear a grudge against him, and he hates cheers. I can't say I'm different from that last one, because people cheering me on increases my chances to lose by about 1,000%. So if you're cheering me on in this review, or you're cheering your kid on, please have some consideration for their well-being and instead be deathly silent. One quick comment on Dagama's little formation of troops. This is just another example of how Oda just seems to never run out of creative juices. Look how unique each of them looks compared to each other in their weapons. These are characters we'll barely ever see again, yet they have such attention paid to them. Next thing you know, Blue Gilly is behind them, kicking them all to the curb, and it looks like Dagama slashed them. He has his swords drawn and blood is flying out from their backs, so I guess he did. So Providence Kingdom sounds like this majestic kind of place with honor, right? You'd think so, and you'd think the military strategist of a kingdom with such a pretty name would be honorable, but Dagama eventually seems to betray everyone he's with except Elizabello. His villain cred went up, but it's not like it matters now. He tries to get the literal backstab on Blue Gilly, but receives a blow right in his sternum before he gets the chance. Did anyone predict Blue Gilly would be this strong? I sure didn't. Even something silly like the Long-Legged tribe, Oda can manage to make a formidable threat. Bye, Dagama, you've been fun. I doubt we're seeing him again because it looks like he was about to be skewered by that fighting fish. Blue Gilly's a little smarter than I imagined, actually, as he was always watching for Dagama's inevitable betrayal. This development's a little more expected. Bartolomeo has Bellamy on his knees, taunting him with his nose ring and silly hairdo, proudly cocked up. And interestingly enough, it's Luffy who cheers Bellamy on. I won't say it's out of character because I'm sure Luffy has his reasons, but Bellamy really put Zoro, who Luffy cares about more than himself, through hell at that bar. Things get a little tense as the audience gabs on about Elizabello's punch that was supposedly on the news. Everyone tries to quickly get the jump on Elizabello, but they're all magnificently destroyed. An interesting thing to note here is that Bellamy was also knocked out in a similar fashion to the way he was knocked out in Jaya. One extremely powerful punch with a spread devoted to it. Left in the punch's wake, Bellamy is like floating in the water. He has a devil fruit power, so this is not supposed to happen. How is it happening? The same magical floaty wood that saved Mr. 3 back in Alabasta. It's really just a convenient writing excuse for devil fruit users to float in the water, but oh well. The only one left amidst the dust is Bartolomeo, who managed to block the force of that with his barrier, and another interesting tidbit is that Bartolomeo, intentionally or not, prevented a side of the stadium from being demolished because he had his barrier up. So he actually saved quite a few people. He goes in for the knockout with Elizabello, his fruit is revealed to be the brollemy, and stands proudly as the victor of B Block. This could have very well ended the chapter, but another twist in the chapter's flow is that on the very last page, it seems like we're about to get a flashback about Dressrosa from one of the toys. Now, this could very well be off-paneled and shown later at a more crucial time, and when it would flow into the story better, which is not now in my opinion, so don't get too excited. Man, this chapter was great. It gets a straight A from me, and the only reason it's not getting an A+ is because I compare you know, the chapters to One Piece itself, and One Piece has had a lot better chapters, so that's the only reason. So yeah.